One Browns insiders made an startling update about Shadour Sanders playing this upcoming Sunday. A lot of talks in Cleveland and in the media about Shedeur possibly playing this upcoming Sunday, pretty much letting it be known that Kevin Stefanski might be forced to put the young rookie in the game. Now, I'm getting word that if the Browns come out and stink up the place in this specific home game, they're going to get booed.
Cleveland just turned its quarterback chaos into must-see TV, and the walls at the facility are humming with it. Reports say Kevin Stefanski's locker room is hanging by a thread, the fan base is boiling over, and one name keeps echoing through the smoke. Insiders claim Stefanski is being pushed to start him this Sunday, and it doesn't feel like football anymore. It feels like mutiny and shoulder pads with the city as a fourth phase of the game. Before Cleveland turned him into a headline, Shadour was already a walking storyline, talent, confidence, and legacy wrapped into one cool under-pressure package. At Colorado, he didn't just play, he staged comebacks, mastered chaos, and carried himself like a pro who knows the weight of a last name and still wants to build his own lane. Analysts called him NFL ready, teammates called him unshakable, and fans saw prime 2.0 energy without the copy-paste vibes, just poise that never blinked. Cleveland noticed because Cleveland always notices hope when it walks by in cleats. A franchise raised on heartbreak saw leadership and control in a black and gold jersey and imagined an identity, not just a player, something bold enough to break the sad carousel of safe choices. Then draft day flipped the script with politics louder than production, and teams got cautious while the cameras found Shadeur's patience instead of panic. He slid, Cleveland called, and it felt poetic. A city that hunted miracles found a quarterback who doesn't wait for them. If this was supposed to be a fairy tale, nobody mailed Cleveland the ending, because the next chapter was all pressure, cameras, and a quarterback room that felt like a ballroom fight under fluorescent lights. Rumors flew that Shadour wasn't Stefanski's pick, that maybe ownership pushed it, and that playing him would tilt the building's power grid. So the rookie icon became a sideline ghost with a laser stare and a helmet in his hands. Fans didn't care about politics. They wanted spark, not safety, and they made it loud with chants, threads, and call-in shows that sounded like emergency meetings. Gabriel still took the first-team reps, the offense still sputtered, and patience snapped like a bad route in the rain. Now the Browns' quarterback room is the league's strangest soap opera. Part locker room, part pressure cooker, part reality show, with a new twist every week. Stefanski says there's no controversy, but his post-game calm looks more like denial than leadership, and the silence after each presser says plenty. Three men sit at the center of it in one city that can't take another letdown. Gabriel, steady but safe, with short throws and training wheels reads. Joe Flacco, the veteran ghost who floated through as a mentor and reminder of what used to work. And Shadour, the rookie everyone is talking about even when they're told not to. Practices feel like silent battles. Gabriel runs the ones. Shadour tracks every snap like a chess player hunting checkmate, and defensive leaders admit out loud that the air changes when number 14 spins it. Stefanski keeps trying to play chess with checkers, protecting the plan, while the room quietly splits between the future and the familiar. Here's the truth the building can feel. Once Shadour gets the first real snap, there's no turning back, because the tape will speak and the locker room will follow the ball, not the press notes. Every stale drive from Gabriel is another crack in the dam and another reason for the crowd to chant what the roster already whispers. Talk shows, Reddit threads, and spaces all sing the same hook. Start the kid. Stefanski's "We just need to execute" sounds like a ringtone nobody wants to hear, and the city's patience is past due. This isn't a quarterback battle anymore. It's a civil war over identity, and no matter who wins, somebody's legacy is about to smoke. Then the leaks hit like sirens. Anonymous reports about veterans questioning calls, defensive leaders tired of doing heavy lifting, and assistants arguing behind closed doors.
Damn near out of
no use for Shedeur. It's going to take the owner stepping in and saying no to Stefanski, but I'm going to tell you what tears me up about this. They have the fourth easiest schedule remaining. They have what Pro Football Focus ranks the #1 defense in pro football. So it scares me because Stefanski is...
One insider even claimed ownership gave an ultimatum: give Shadour a real shot or explain why not, and the timeline swallowed that rumor whole. Meanwhile, fans flipped from frustrated to furious. Hashtags like hashtag Start Shatter and hashtag Free the Kid trended. Local shops sold Play 14 or We Riot tees, and sports radio became a courtroom where the verdict was already written. Even former Browns players chimed in with "The city deserves better," while timelines cooked every safe check down like it was a betrayal. Players hear it, see it, and scroll it, the chants, the comments, the clips, and you can feel some quietly agreeing while others just beg for peace that never lasts here. In Cleveland, hope and chaos always arrive together, and this time, they're wearing the same number. Want more straight shot breakdowns without the fluff? Tap subscribe now so you don't miss the moment the depth chart finally matches the film. Behind the noise, Shedeur keeps doing what he's always done, working like the job is already his, because that's the only way the job ever becomes yours. First in, last out, scout team snaps treated like playoff drives, meetings approached like exams, and film study handled with veteran discipline. He's preparing for inevitability.
He's going to fight for his life and his job and his draft pick, a third-round pick in Dylan. It tears my guts out to watch what's happening to Shedeur with a chance. This is on a silver platter for somebody to take the reins. So I'm not loving this for Shedeur unless Jimmy Haslam just steps in and says, okay, that's enough. We have
not wishing for miracles, and that's why the room keeps glancing his way. Stefanski, built on stability and control, is now balancing a hurricane with an umbrella. Start the rookie and risk being labeled a roll of the dice, or stick with safety and risk being called stubborn while the season bleeds out. If he starts Shadour and it backfires, the seat burns. If he benches Shadour and they lose again, the seat still burns. Pick your fire, and through it all, number 14 keeps the volume low. No complaints, no shots, no cryptic posts, just quiet prep that always turns into loud results when the whistle finally says prove it. Sunday in Cleveland looms like a trial, not a game. The crowd wants answers, not platitudes, and one empty drive could turn the stadium into a chorus that shakes the cameras. We want Shadour. The Browns are 1-5, the head coach is dangling by a thread, and insiders say ownership is out of patience if Gabriel stumbles early.
Throw tomatoes at them, bro. They ain't playing no games. Brown fans are tired of this little soap opera drama that is going on because it was all cool in the beginning, but as of right now, they're not winning any damn football games. And as of right now, Kevin Stefanski and the entire Browns organization is letting the people of Cleveland down by not playing the quarterback that they want to see in. And we ultimately know who that quarterback is. Come on, bro. They want to see Shedeur. They tired of this Dylan Gabriel experiment. They was tired of the Joe Flacco experiment.
The headset won't save anybody. This won't be about play sheets. It'll be about survival, belief, and the shot that flips a narrative in a single snap. If Shadour steps in and lands even one deep strike that detonates the place, it'll feel like a resurrection the city thought it forgot how to feel. If he struggles, it still won't matter much. The spark will be lit, and you can't unsee potential after you finally see it. Cleveland has seen this movie. Hype, heartbreak, hope. But this version feels different because the story isn't just a quarterback hunt, it's a fight for identity. Shadour is more than a name on a depth chart. He's the embodiment of every fan who yelled at a screen, every defender tired of carrying the weight, and every receiver who wants a chance to run something other than a 5-yard apology route. Insiders say this moment has been brewing for weeks. The coach's calm is cracking, ownership is pressing, and the locker room is quietly choosing sides. Some players already act like the room belongs to Shadour because of the way veterans give him that little nod. Respect doesn't need a speech when the presence is real.
And I'm heard it.
Stefanski is really enjoying this moment. Kevin Stefanski is making the Browns organization basically Jerry Springer. He's making a mockery of the situation and enjoying it. Just announce the goddamn quarterback. Who's quarterback number 2? Why are we playing these goddamn mind?
If he plays well, the city will flip overnight, from risk to franchise, from gamble to identity, and the post-game spin will try to call it foresight even if everyone knows it was pressure that forced the hand. If he wobbles, the ask won't change. Cleveland won't go back to safe screens and emotionless podium lines after tasting energy, because the idea of him works even before the numbers do. The curse here never was bad luck, it was bad timing and fear. This time the timing's ugly, but the choice is clear. Pick the spark and live with the learning, or pick the stall and live with the fallout. The AFC North doesn't hand out grace. It hands out bruises and respect, and the only way to earn either is to swing big. Shadour is ready physically, pro arm, fast eyes, calm feet, and mentally. He's sharper than half the veterans he watches tape on. Readiness isn't just skill, it's moment. And this moment is loud, raw, and very Cleveland. Perfect for a quarterback who thrives in storms. If you're rocking with this ride and want the next chapter the second it breaks, hit like and subscribe so the algorithm doesn't bench you when news hits the huddle. Look around, every drive that stalls and every third down check down adds weight to a decision that can't be dodged any longer. The fans aren't just watching, they're participating. Offense, defense, special teams, and Cleveland rage.
The quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, his fan base is waiting to see him play this year. And also, you got former NFL players and former Browns players, they ready to see Shedeur. They done seen enough of Cleveland quarterback situation.
And the only way to calm the room is clarity with conviction. Give both quarterbacks a real evaluation window with the ones, equal calls, equal situations, and let the tape decide while the team sees the process, not just the result. If Gabriel wins the room back with efficiency, say it clean and ride it. If Shadour flips the field and the sideline, say it loud and build around it. Nothing heals a split like a plan everyone can point to and respect. But here's the gut punch. Cleveland isn't patient anymore, and maybe they shouldn't be, because identity beats caution when a season is bleeding clock. The city doesn't want calm, it wants fire. And right now that fire wears 14. Whether it turns into a miracle or a learning curve, one thing is certain. Once Shadour takes the field, there's no going back to quiet football and safe platitudes, because belief is a bell you can't unring. He won't just be a substitution, he'll be a shift in how the franchise breathes, talks, and attacks, and that's the kind of jolt this story has been begging for. Cleveland has waited long enough for a reason to feel alive again, and the rookie with the steady eyes and the loud silence might be the one who turns chaos into charge. The clock is loud, the stakes are real, and the next snap could change everything for a team, a coach, and a city that keeps daring hope to come back. This isn't just football anymore, it's Cleveland's biggest story in years, and Shadour Sanders might be the spark that rewrites the ending at last. If you're here for the turn, stay locked, subscribe, and drop a like, because when that headset finally points to 14, you'll want to say you saw the shift the second it started.